Dear students, in the last class we learnt about the geometrical isomerism in oximes. Oximes means C double bond N OH. Here oxime shows the geometrical isomerism due to restricted rotation about double bond ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ geometrical isomerismನ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಆಯಿತಾ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ದ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ಟೂ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ this carbon have a two different groups and syn and anti are used instead of cis and trans. In the place of cis they use syn, in the place of trans they use anti isomer. Okay, in that geometrical isomerism in aldoxime, first we have to know about that how to prepare a aldoxime. Here aldehyde reacts with hydroxylamine with the removal of water, it gives a aldoxime. Okay, for example here this is the acetaldoxime. In that the H and OH should be present on the same side, that is called it as a syn. Okay, if H and OH that should be present on the opposite side, that is called it as a anti isomer. Okay, here also you have to see here in the aldoxime, not a ketoxime. In the aldoxime H and OH should be present on the same side, that is syn. H and OH present on opposite side, that is called anti. Okay, next geometrical isomerism in ketoxime. Here ketone reacts with hydroxylamine, it gives a ketoxime. Here C2H5 group and OH group is present on same side, that is called it as a syn isomer. C2H5 and OH are present on opposite side, that is called it as a anti isomer. Okay, next is in today's class we learnt about the Beckmann rearrangement. Beckmann rearrangement. Okay, and also they have a mechanism. Here first we have to know about the what is Beckmann rearrangement. Beckmann rearrangement means when ketoximes are heated with acidic reagents like concentrated H2SO4, PCl5, SOCl2, etc. Okay, they rearrange to form N substituted amides. Okay, this will call it as a Beckmann rearrangement. When ketoximes, here ketone reacts with hydroxylamine with the removal of water, it gives a ketoximes, are heated with the acidic reagents. Acidic reagents means acids like concentrated H2SO4, PCl5, SOCl2, etc. They rearrange. It means the ketoximes and this acidic reagents the rearrange to form N substituted amides. Okay, for example ketoximes, acidic reagents means presence of H plus ion. acid ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, H plus ion ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ, that is acidic reagent. Okay, it gives a N substituted amides. The general formula of amide is CONH2. Okay, here R C R dash. These two are the ketone group NOH. Okay, this is the ketoxime. Here acidic reagent H plus ion. Delta ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, this is heat. The symbol represents the heat. Then it forms the C double bond O NH R dash. Okay, this is called it as a N substituted amides. This is the Beckmann rearrangement, general reaction of Beckmann rearrangement. This ketoxime are heated with the acidic reagent, it gives a amides. Then mechanism is there. You have to know about that. They will ask in your exam for 5 marks, very important. Here first you have to take a ketoxime R dash double bond NOH. Okay, sorry, here I am missing one bond. This is called it as double bond NOH. This O has a 2 lone pair of electrons. You already know about that. Oxygen has a 2 bond pair and a 2 lone pair. Here this lone pair is react with acidic reagent H plus ion jate react ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So the rearrangement is C double bond N OH H. Okay, it should be formed. Then the rearrangement is this carbon is substituted at nitrogen. Okay, it means this bond is goes with nitrogen R dash. Sorry, R dash goes with nitrogen. Then this will, and also it carries a positive charge because it donates a lone pair of electron, and this will be out of the molecule. Okay, do you get it? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಬಾಂಡು ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಜೊತೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಆರ್ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಜೊತೆ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ H2O ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ರಿಮೂವಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮೈನಸ್ H2O. ಆಯಿತಾ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಆರ್ ಸಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಎನ್ ಆರ್ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೀಸ್ ಎ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಬಾಂಡ್ನ ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಬಾಂಡ್ನ ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೀಸ್ ಎ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ 4 ವೇಲೆನ್ಸಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 3 ವೇಲೆನ್ಸಿ. ಹಿಯರ್ 1 ವೇಲೆನ್ಸಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಮಿಸ್ಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ದಿಸ್ H2O again bond with this carbon atom. Okay, then the rearrangement is R C OH2. It has a lone pair double bond N R dash. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಗೆ. ಫಸ್ಟು ಇದನ್ನು ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಜೊತೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ H ಪ್ಲಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ರಿಮೂವಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಆರ್ ಎ H ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಯಾನ್. H ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಯಾನ್ನ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಅಂತಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ OH ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ N R dash. Okay, then tautomerism will be apply to this molecule. Tautomerism ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಶಿಫ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಜೊತೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ನು ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಜೊತೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಯಿತಾ? ಟಾಟಮರಿಸಮ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. ಇಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್, ದಿಸ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಶುಡ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು nitrogen. Okay, so then the final product is C double bond O, NH, R dash. This is called it as a Beckmann rearrangement. First you have to observe here, this is ketoxime. The H plus ion is added to oxygen, OH2, then this bond formed with nitrogen, and here H2O is removed, and again H2O is bonded with carbon atom. Okay, this is alcohol. When it again tautomerism will takes place. Tautomerism means shifting of double bond. Okay, here this bond goes with oxygen and a hydrogen bond with nitrogen. This is all about the Beckmann rearrangement. Next topic is carbohydrates. Okay, you are already familiar with this carbohydrates. You have to learn it in your second PUC classes. First we have to know about the what do you mean by carbohydrate. Carbohydrate means it is defined as a class of compounds that include polyhydric or polyhydric aldehyde, okay, or polyhydroxy ketones. Okay, ketones with empirical formula CH2ON. Okay, sorry, here also not a polyhydric, here also polyhydroxy. Okay, this is called it as a carbohydrates. It means carbohydrates means it is defined as a class of compounds that include polyhydroxy. Polyhydroxy means more than 2 or 3 OH groups, that is aldehyde group CHO, and polyhydroxy ketones with empirical formula like this. This is all called it as a carbohydrates. Here in the carbohydrates, carbo means one carbon atom. Okay, next hydrate means water molecules. Okay, here carbohydrates means it contains one carbon atom, and hydrates means water molecule, it means 2 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom present in the water molecule. This is all about the definition of carbohydrates. ಆಯಿತಾ? ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಕಾರ್ಬೋ ಅಂತಂದರೆ 1 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಹೈಡ್ರೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ನೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ carbohydrates. Okay, first one is provides major source of energy. First important is provides major source of energy. ಎನರ್ಜಿದು ಮೇಜರ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ನ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬೋಹೈಡ್ರೇಟ್ಸು ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಹಕ್ಕೆ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು ತಾನೆ. ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಅಂಶನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿ ಲಾಸ್ ದ energy. It means we don't have a strength. So that's why the carbohydrates mainly provides a major source of energy. The major source of energy, it means glucose. Next, second one is storage form of food. Storage form of food. Okay, in plants the carbohydrates also play a role in the storage form of food in plants as starch ಆಗಿ ಫುಡ್ನ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಫುಡ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಚ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೇನ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ಬೋಹೈಡ್ರೇಟ್ಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಸರ್ವ್ ಆಸ್ stored forms of energy. Serve as stored forms of energy as glycogen, okay, in liver and muscles. In liver and muscles. Okay, here it means this carbohydrate serves as a stored forms of energy ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿನ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಲಿವರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮಸಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಥರ. ಅಂದರೆ ಗ್ಲೈಕೋಜನ್ನ ಲಿವರ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮಸಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕೆ the carbohydrates will help. Okay, this serves as a stored forms of energy as glycogen in liver and muscles. Okay, it provides a major source of energy, that is glucose, and it storage form of food in plants as starch, and serves as a stored forms of energy as glycogen in liver and muscles. Next one is derivative of cellulose such as cellulose nitrate are used in explosives. Okay, here the carbohydrate is used to formation of derivative of cellulose, okay, such as mainly cellulose nitrate. Derivative of cellulose ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, such as cellulose nitrate, that are used in the explosives ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಬಾಂಬ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಆ ಥರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಆ ಥರದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಸೆಲ್ಯುಲೋಸ್ ನೈಟ್ರೇಟ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ dietary fiber. It is used as dietary fiber. For example, cellulose is used in the dietary fibers that should be formed by carbohydrates. Next one is cellulose acetate is used in photographic film and packing materials. ಅಂತಂದರೆ this cellulose acetate is also one of the carbohydrates that is used in photographic film and a packing material. Okay, last one is this carbohydrate is used as flavors and sweeteners. Mainly the carbohydrates is used as flavors, reagent and sweeteners. This is all about the importance of carbohydrates. It provides a major source of energy, storage form of food in plants as starch, serve as a stored forms of energy as glycogen that should be in liver and muscles. Derivative of cellulose such as cellulose nitrate are used in explosives. Okay, and it is mainly used as a dietary fiber. It means, for example, cellulose acetate is used in the photographic film and packing materials. Okay, and then last one is flavors and the sweeteners. Okay, next is classification of carbohydrates. Is there classification of carbohydrates based on composition. Okay, this is the classification based on composition. It has a 4 major classes. It means major types. Okay, first one is monosaccharides. It has 4 major types. In that, first one is monosaccharides. First we have to know about that. What is monosaccharides? It is a simple sugar. Okay, monosaccharide is a simple sugar, or it is also called it as a monomer, it is a monomer or single sugar unit, which cannot be hydrolyzed, ಅಂತಂದರೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ monosaccharides. This is monosaccharide. It means it is a simple sugar, or it is also called it as a monomer or a single sugar unit which cannot be hydrolyzed. It means which cannot be react with water. For example, glucose. Okay, this is called it as a monosaccharides. And also this monosaccharide is, here you have to observe, this monosaccharide is classified based on carbon number and a functional group. Okay, number of carbon atoms and a functional groups ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಮೊನೋಸ್ಯಾಕ್ರೈಡ್ನ ಅಗೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸು 2 ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎ ಕೀಟೋನ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್. Here based on number of carbon atom, if it is 3 carbon atom, it is called it as a trioses. Example is glyceraldehyde and a dihydroxy ketone. Okay, if in case if there is 4 number of carbon atom is here, that is called it as a tetroses, erythrose or erythrolose. Okay, and it is pentoses. 5 number of carbon atom ಇದ್ದರೆ pentoses ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ರೈಬೋಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ರೈಬ್ಯುಲೋಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಆಯಿತಾ. ಕೀಟೋನಲ್ಲಿ 6 carbon atoms ಇದ್ದರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಎಕ್ಸೋಸಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್, C6H12O6. And in the ketone group is present fructose. Okay, 7 carbon atom idre, that is called it as a eptosis, that is in the presence of aldehyde group it is called it as a glucoaptose. If it is ketone group is present, pseudoaptose. Okay, this is all about the monosaccharides, that is further classified into based on the number of carbon atoms up to 7, 3 to 7 groups. Okay.